Well, hello, and apologies that I've been away for so long. I'm having computer issues this evening. Too many to mention, to be honest with you, but they've really tested my patience. Combination of suddenly my background has disappeared, and even every time I try and download it and bring it up, it simply isn't working. It's a bizarre quirk with Apple computers how they suddenly just stop liking my JPEGs for whatever reason. And to say it is frustrating would be an understatement, to say the least. Anyway, my countdown has disappeared. My background has disappeared. And color is off tonight for some reason. So I'm a little frustrated. One second. It's been a bit of a day for me, I'll be honest with you. I've got messages popping up on my screen here that are really annoying right now, to be honest. I was working on my computer earlier today to try and upgrade some equipment in the studio here, and things just weren't going right. So I walked away for what I thought would have been 30 minutes, and turned out to be a 4-hour nap. I guess I needed it, but I didn't get much. I really didn't get anything done today, to be honest with you, which is adding to the frustration because I'm very tired and frustrated, and I have a workload pile that is growing larger by the day. Now I'm still technically unemployed, beyond my podcasting duties, but that's not enough money to pay the bills with. So I will have to find myself another job soon. But in the meantime, I thought I'd come in and talk to you for a little bit, let you know how I'm doing. And it's been raining for 3 days here in Canada's capital, for those of you who are unaware, and it is really beginning to weigh heavy on my soul. I'm not one who does good with nonstop rain, especially when, there's subsequent migraines that I receive from the sudden and rapid pressure changes due to the weather. So I've basically had a nonstop headache since Saturday. And I'm just not great right now. I'm not 100% of myself, and I feel tired and a little empty. I mean, I know this will pass. I know this is only temporary. I know that I will be fine. I do know that. That is a given. That is something that will happen in time, but I'm going to need a couple of days, and I've got a pile of work to do tomorrow that I need to get to. I need to get done, because the longer I put it off for, the bigger the pile gets. And it's a combination of, housework, laundry, taking care of some administrative work for the company, doing a lot of production work. I have to reach out to my buddy in Calgary, see where we are with our advertising budget, along with some other business-related things that are kind of weighing heavy on my mind right now. Last week I had to for those of you who are unaware. I had to fly out to New Brunswick. I was only there for 36 hours and then drove home in one 12-hour straight shot. I had a family stuff I had to take care of. I'm not going to discuss it on this forum, but yeah, had some family things that needed to be dealt with, and as a result, kind of dropping things. It was arranged. I mean, it was arranged a couple of days in advance, but having to sort of drop things and just take off and go at the last minute, it throws your schedule out. And as somebody with ADHD, I do require things to be somewhat structured. I'm not, as anybody who would know me would tell you, that I'm not somebody who has every aspect of my day structured. I like to have freedom within my day. I like to be able to be free to just take things on as I see them, or as I greet them, I guess. I don't know. But last week everything was put on hold, which was fine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was completely happy to do it. I'm glad I was able to be there for some loved ones, and I'm glad I was able to help out. But I'm just trying to get everything else back on track this week, and today I had a setback because that 4-hour nap didn't exactly help things. I hadn't planned it. It just sort of worked out that way, you know. Anyway, trying to get things figured in my head. Sometimes I struggle, and I think this is one of those times where I'm kind of struggling. I'm not able to get my thoughts coherent and cohesive enough so that I can really have things planned out. And today it was, finished the podcast in the morning, and I had to get a bite to eat, sit down for a few minutes and cuddle with the dog, and then I just passed out. Now, obviously, my body was, telling me to do that, and I'm grateful and thankful that I have the time and space to be able to take that time when needed. Because if I was at work, I just have to plow through, right? So there is something to show gratitude for, that I can take the time. And I think I'm on a bit of a healing journey right now. And I don't wish to feel guilty about taking time out to just relax when I need to. But tonight was definitely one of those nights. Or today was one of those days. Tonight's one of those nights. I don't even know. I can't even form a full coherent thought at the moment. I'm so tired. And, having the frustration of not having things work properly for me. Maybe I'll just stick with the black background, though. What do you think? I was trying to stay chill with the old bookcase and the candle, but there's a part of me that kind of likes the black background. What do you think? I'm having a glass of wine. Because I feel that I've earned it. Not really, but I just wanted a glass of wine. It had been, like I said, a bit of a trying day. And I woke up feeling absolutely horrible when I first opened my eyes this morning. Sense of dread and emptiness. But left me. That left me pretty quickly, thankfully. I was, by the time I got up out of bed to take my lovely Lola out for a walk, I found that taking her out, every day that I take her out for a walk in the morning, it usually brightens my day. It seldom does anything but that. Or seldom, I didn't say that correctly. It always brightens my day. It seldom doesn't, is what I was trying to say. I think I'd need to be in a very dark place to not have my day brightened up by my lovely puppy dog when I take her out for a walk in the morning, because she's just a joyful animal to be around. And I don't know if she was picking up on what I was going through today, but she was acting strange all day. She's just on the couch, just on the other side of the studio wall at the moment. Maybe she'll make her way in. I don't know. It's tough to say. She's a character, to say the least. Anyway, she brightened my morning, along with my lovely wife, Bridget, Mademoiselle Fox, for some of you. But today was a difficult day, and that happens. And when a day like that occurs, you got to try and remind yourself that it is temporary, which I've been doing for the last little while, saying this is only temporary. It won't last forever. You'll feel better tomorrow. And tomorrow the sun is supposed to shine, so that will help tremendously, because 3 days of rain really does weigh heavy on my soul. And I don't like that. I don't like how it makes me feel empty like that. And empty, I think, is the best way to describe the feeling that one has when you're going through that. It's like aimless, you're wandering. You don't feel like there's a goal or a destination, or you just feel like you're alone in the desert, I think. I don't know how else to describe it. But that was kind of my day today. And again, like I said, it's fine. I will get over it, get past it, and this actually does help me, although I was really struggling with being able to do a show tonight. Largely due to the fact that my computer was not behaving correctly. It just didn't want to cooperate. Like I said, I don't have my background that I normally have. My countdown wasn't working. All these little things, it's not one thing, it's 100 things. And that's what today was kind of like for me. 100 different things that bothered me in tiny little ways. They all add up. The weather, my dog acting weird. Not knowing it, the not knowing of what my future has in store for me, because I do have a couple of possible lines on work in the near future. Today, I was intending to audition for a number of ACX narration opportunities, but I couldn't do it today. 4-hour sleep really threw me for a loop. And right now, I'm struggling with the inner turmoil about the things I should have done today, the things I had planned to do today, and the things I didn't get done today, which was a lot. And because of that, that's creating, I guess, some anxious feelings. And I don't like it. I will work through it, and I'll be fine. I think we all go through that at some point in time, or not. Eh? I will definitely have a lot of work to do tomorrow to make up for today's lonely loss. Lonely? I don't know. That's not the right term. A day of emptiness, a day of nothingness, a day of, sleep mostly. And I think, I should say, I know today was a depression day. And it's influenced by the weather. It's influenced by the situation. It's influenced by a number of things. 3 days of rain and 3 days of migraines definitely are contributing factors to that. So I know that tomorrow the sun is supposed to shine. Well, technically it always shines, just sometimes we have cloud cover. It reminds me of the saying, oh, the days are getting shorter now. Summer's coming to an end. I'm like, last I checked, the days were still 24 hours. We're just getting a little bit less sunlight each day. Sorry, I'm pedantic. It's the way my ADHD brain works. I guess sometimes that can be annoying, but there you are. That's who I am. Yeah, it was a difficult day. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't easy. Uh, when I woke up from my nap, I was completely confused, disoriented, disheveled, and kind of trying to figure out. It's like, what now? What am I supposed to do? I know I had work to do. And I came in and I looked at my computer and I realized that I did not have any gas left in the tank at all. So much so that it was like there's literally I have no motivation to do anything. And that's the terrible part. That is where the depression really hits you, is when it robs you of your wants, needs, and desires, completely takes them from you. And all you feel is just, how do I get through the rest of the day? And again, like I said, I know this is temporary. It's not permanent. But when you have plans and they get derailed by your brain chemistry disorder, it can add to the anxiety, which is the other brain chemistry disorder. It's kind of like a snake eating its own tail. It can be troublesome. But I plow through. I made it through today. I made it through this evening. And here we are. I see a number of people in the chat. And I am doing my best to, keep the stiff upper lip and chin up and all that sort of thing. But I'd be lying if I said I was great. I'm not terrible. I'm just not great right now. And that's okay. We are allowed to feel that way from time to time. Tomorrow is another day, and tomorrow I will feel great, because I'm bound and determined to do so. And I will see a number of you folks in the chat in the morning. I know you'll be there to hang out and say hello, and it's a very different program for the folks who only ever watch this one. The other one is a political show. And as I've said once, and I'll say 1,000 times, there is no politics on this show. Everyone is welcome here. If you check your politics at the door and are willing to come in and discuss your mental health, how you're feeling, and you don't even have to disclose any of that if you don't want to, but the purpose of this channel is to try and help as many people as possible, and do so in a soothing, calming voice, this is basically my natural speaking voice. Normally I have to pitch it up a little bit so that people can hear me a little bit better. But I use this microphone, my studio mic, it's a vocal mic, so that it can pick up on all the subtle nuances, and I can speak to you in a natural voice and talk to you about what I'm going through. And I know that sharing that can be helpful to somebody else, to let somebody else know that you're not alone, that I'm going through what you're going through. And I discovered in group therapy how comforting it was to know that other people were feeling what I felt, because when you are battling depression and anxiety, you feel like you're the only one. And I don't want anybody to feel like that. I want everybody to feel like you're part of something, like you're connected, like you belong, you have community, because you do, and you have this community. And with that, I am going to bid you adieu this evening, and I will be back later in the week to do some video clips and put a few things together. I'm going to be working on my technology because it's not cooperating this evening, and I apologize. But if you guys like the black background that we have right now, If you find it comforting or soothing or relaxing or just whatever. If you like it, I'll keep it. But let me know. Let me know in the comments and the chat. And we'll go from there. But I have some new content coming out. I have a new jazz show coming out. And I have a bunch of production work to get done. So I'd best get to it, eh? Well, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tonight, the night is over. Terribly sorry. Throat gets a little dry, and I had a little cough there. But I will be back later in the week with more content. For those of you who like to join in, the content I present later in the week will be pre-recorded. Mondays are for the live, but I want to start to put more content out for you. So I hope to see you soon. And I very much appreciate you coming to hang out with me for a little bit tonight as I tried to wax poetically. You take care. I'll talk to you soon.